Can it be as great as Ozzy Osbourne's career, though? That's my question. Can it be as great as his career? I don't know if it can. But this man has fucking killed it for years. And a Black Sabbath.
Jealous of my moves.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Don't be jealous of Ozzy Osbourne. He's fucking killed it. But now, on a sad note, he came forward recently. He was talking to Rolling Stone UK about his life, his career, looking back at it all. And he has a positive aspect of life. You know, he was saying, I just want to go out there. Of course, he had probably his Parkinson's, had numerous surgeries in the past few years. It's one of those things where he can't even tour anymore. He came forward like, I don't think I can tour anymore because of the Parkinson's. I'm going to try. And he said, I just want to be able to be well enough to do like one more show where I can say, hey, guys, thanks so much for my life. Because again, it comes down to his fans that were there for him the whole time. But he's not dead, but he's 74 years old and he's talking about how he thinks that he goes, at best, he said 10 years left. And he's coping with that, being like, by the time he turns 84, he doesn't think he'll live much longer than that. And that's fucking crazy to hear. But when you have those kind of issues and you get older and the life of rock and roll that he's had, it's like, you're right. Everybody's getting older and time goes by so fucking fast. And he was looking at it going, I just don't know how much longer I can do this. I just don't know how much longer I'm going to last. And that sucks because this guy right here has had an amazing career and I love him. I'm not a big fan of a lot of his songs, but I do love.
Come on, get in there, Black Sabbath.
I'm going to say Black Sabbath
album, like
Mike,
great from the jump, dude.
Mike, there are some great. He's done a lot of great stuff, honestly. But there's some of the stuff where it's too hardcore for me. His last song, Patient Number 9, came out,
that shit is so
really cool. Okay, Mike, tell me how you feel about Ozzy Osbourne's career. Do you think he's got do you think that he's maybe jumping the gun a little bit? And do you think he's got more in his tank?
If it's too heavy for you, Black Sabbath has always been the pop music of heavy metal. Him, Dio, frickin' his new guitarist, Zakk Wylde, Tommy Iommi, the original guitarist who was using banjo strings, like...
Yeah,
it's pop music. It's pop music, like with some distortion to it. Like I don't consider it heavy. As for Ozzy, you hit the news isn't that Ozzy Osbourne has 10 years to live. It's that Ozzy Osbourne made it to 74 years old. Miracles do happen, I guess.
Yeah.
I think the actual interesting thing is that he's throwing shade at the idea of performing in a wheelchair. He didn't like it when Phil Collins did it. I think that there's probably ways to perform in a wheelchair. I'm not going to be ableist like that. I think that it is hard to sing sitting down. So he's not used to it. He doesn't want to change up his thing. He doesn't want to do it. That's fine if that's his preference. But it could be great when... Marilyn Manson broke his foot or his leg. I saw him on tour. He had this like motorized wheelchair thing, and it was all demonic, of course. Like it would remind you from I don't know if you ever saw Roundhouse on Nickelodeon in the 90s. Like they had that lazy boy that you would move around with a joystick or whatever. It can be done. It was a trash show from Marilyn Manson, but I don't know. You can be done. Great for you for still being alive, Ozzy.
I know. My Mike, he was saying too. He goes, "All my drinking buddies are fucking dead."
Of course they are. Of course they are. Because like 74 is great for a rock star. My God.
And he's like, "How am I still here?" But he's still kicking, and like and he was talking about Sharon too. Was telling him to stop smoking weed because I kill him. He's like, "Calm down, calm down." I think it's great the career he's had. I think we should honestly celebrate that. You're right. Like he's 74 years old, rock and rolling that whole time. Ron, have you ever been a big fan of Black Sabbath or Ozzy Osbourne? Are you as shocked as Mike is? That are you more about celebratory of like where he's gotten now than worried about where he's going to be in the future?
It's interesting. I was never a Black Sabbath fan, never an Ozzy fan until the reality show The Osbournes came out, and I saw them as a family unit. And I had a lot of respect for him, actually. And to hear him say he feels he has 10 years left, I'm just surprised, like Jacob said, that he's gotten this far. Because even in that reality show, I mean, he just was fragile. He was a small piece of the man he used to be. And so that's been like 15 years. So he's still hanging on. And, God bless him for that. He's got a family. His wife, she was just like the glue to that family, holding them together. Because I'm sure it wasn't easy being married to Ozzy Osbourne.
Yeah, that's putting it mildly, I would imagine.
But she made it through with all the cash and prizes also. So that, it'll be interesting to see it play out. I don't want to say I don't think it'll be around for 10 years, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, I guess with having Parkinson's, though, too, I guess he's not being too upset about it, though. He's just kind of being like, I'm trying to be realistic about my life and my career. But I just think that, again, he looks like he's in positive spirits regardless. That he's doing well, if you ask me, like through all the surgeries, everything else he's had. So the fact that he can joke about everything, he's joking with the Osbournes. He's like, there's no fucking way I'm doing another season of that show. I'm too old. But that would be actually probably great TV right now.
It would.
The bat diet helped him live longer. Thanks, Justin. You're probably right. Maybe that was bat's blood.
It actually
turned him into a vampire. We had no idea all this time. Hey, Jacob, are you a fan of Ozzy? Do you think that he is just being dramatic? Do you think that it's a time in his life where he does have to start thinking about that? And do you think he'll get on stage again?
I have to give credit to Mike. It was Mike that actually said he's shocked he lived this long, and I'm shocked too. I don't think the question is how does he have 10 more years? It's more like how did he even pass the last 10 years? But he's the bloody fucking Prince of Darkness. He's Ozzy fucking Osbourne. Of course I like him. He's great. I love Black Sabbath. I like some of his earlier albums that came out. I love Bark at the Moon. I mean, the Blizzard of Oz, all that shit. It's great. It's very heavy metal, like 80s heavy metal. It's not the shit that I was into, but I mean, it's Ozzy Osbourne. You got to show respect to the fucking Prince of Darkness, and he's the Prince of Darkness. So I wouldn't be surprised if this man, lives to be past 100. Because I'm honestly shocked at this point. It's like, who's going to go first, him or Keith Richards? Like, I mean, where's he going?
At this point, he's reached that level of. Or like Willie Nelson, it's just the resin holding him together at this point.
Mm-hmm. And I also like what Ron said too, watching that show when I was in middle school or high school when it came out and seeing him in the family unit, like as a dad, he's a cool fucking dad. Like he was really chill. He just hated when his dog would shit everywhere. He's like, there's shit everywhere. There's shit everywhere. There's shitting everywhere. Like that's the whole show. It's him just freaking out about dog shit. And to see him in this family unit great. And he has like little dogs, I'm expecting him to have like giant mastiffs. And it's like, no, he's got little fucking chihuahuas and little, furry little snot balls, and they just shit everywhere. And he's just like, there's shit everywhere, Sharon, there's shit everywhere. It's fucking great.
And they are still together. I think it was Kato asked it, but they're still together. They've been together for 40 some, or I think it was like 40 some years, something like that. 46, I think you said, or 44. But yeah, so they're still together. She isn't on a talk show. She's been on a talk show multiple times. I don't know if she's still on it. Was she on the talk before? I know she's gone now. So, but she was for a long time, and she's great. They're all great personalities. They're an awesome family all together. And honestly, the Prince of Darkness, as people are saying, maybe because he's the Prince of Darkness, maybe he will live forever. Maybe. And I think Rachel said in the chat, like the key to living forever and immortality is loads of drugs and being a rock star. And that might be what it is, because look at him, still smiling and still going strong, and he's still joking about life, even though, like, of course we get older. That's what happens. You never know what's going to happen any day that goes by. But
Kato, that's a good joke, dude.
Does he suffer from bad eyesight?
Prince of Darkness, Sharon!